So, it is very important for me to talk about some issues outside India as well. And the reason for that is because of my spiritual state. If you don't know, which you possibly don't know because this channel has not picked up, since you may not know who I am spiritually, I would suggest that you watch my channel Tarot Bloom and watch a section on spirituality where I upload a video every Wednesday. I hold a spiritual title of Lord Vishnu in the Hindu religion, of Allah in the Muslim religion, of Buddha in the Buddhist religion, of Mother Mary in the Christian religion, Guru Nanak in the Sikh religion. How is it possible that someone like me, who probably doesn't spend time praying in a cave, standing on one leg, or whatever other kind of meditations people do to find God or divine or to become God or divine, how is it a person living a very regular life ascends and achieves such a huge spiritual stature across religion? So, for that answer, you need to watch my spirituality vlogs that I upload on my channel Tarot Bloom. I'm also a tarot card reader, but on my section on spirituality, which I upload every Wednesday, I talk about my spiritual journey and how to incorporate spirituality in everyday life. So, just holding a enlightened state or stature of divine in itself does not do anything. It is the universe at work which is setting me up to set a lot of things straight. So let me be very frank and talk about that. There's something been bothering me for a very long time, and increasingly I am told that if you don't set it right, then who will? And when I say, why should I set anything right? The answer is, you are given a spiritual and a divine stature to do it. So, what am I talking about, or what is it that I'm saying, mentioning? Is something that has been bothering me for a very, very long time, and it is Taliban and its rule in Afghanistan. Somebody will say, do you even know who Taliban is? I don't have to know who Taliban is. Maybe Taliban should know who Mandeep Kaur is. I hold the title and spiritual stature of Allah. And as I said before, if you want to know how do I hold such a huge spiritual title, you should watch my videos on spirituality which I have uploaded and which I upload every Wednesday. And you should I will post the link here where I talk about enlightened state in Islam. So let us first talk about the first things first. Is there a fear when I talk about this topic? Yes, there is fear when I talk about this topic. But you should know of someone who holds an enlightened state, means is heavily supported by the universe and will win. So when I call out on Taliban and whatever they are doing, and that I'm not okay with Taliban being the administrator, I'm going to win, and Taliban either needs to step down or show me their merit to run being an administrator where they're gentle as a flower. When I mention gentle as a flower, you will understand that again when you will watch the video which I mentioned in the link about enlightened state and Islam. So I have a lot to say, but I have a device which can only record so much. And once it is recorded, I should upload the video. So there's just limited time that I have, but I'll try to cover as much as I can, and I can maybe speak up a bit fast. So let us say Taliban being Taliban wants to kill me because I have said what I have said, and they fire a bullet on me. They figure out where I am and they put a bullet on me. What happens is when someone like me, a person who's in an enlightened state, there are not very many. This is a very rarest of rare state for any person to have. When you fire a bullet on a person like me, I have a very strong aura field. So maybe your bullet is coming from here, and as Taliban or maybe some other terror group as well, you have aimed or put a very perfect bullet on me that it will come right through my temple and go piercing out from this side. But that's not what happens when you take a aim and put a bullet through someone who's in a enlightened state and holds such a huge divine position. Your bullet, when it comes near me, will turn into a flower and hit me like a flower. It is almost as if you're showering flowers on me. Somebody will say, maybe from Taliban itself, what if we start throwing stones at you? What will happen then? The same thing will happen then. As your stone comes near me from whichever direction, maybe 4 5 at the same time, they will all turn into flowers and hit me. It's almost like you're throwing basket of flowers at me. Somebody will say then how is the bullet becoming a flower or the stone becoming a flower? I have a perfect answer to that, but I will reserve it for some other time. All I'm saying is Taliban, for the first time, you will face the demons in your head. You have stopped listening to everybody and you are going on getting more and more regressive. I'm an independent woman. Wherever I want, I go alone. I wear clothes as I like and I'm very highly educated. And guess what? I hold the title of Allah and I'm angry with you for whatever you're doing in Afghanistan. Somebody will say, what if we put a rocket launcher on your head? That will become a flower as well and fall on me. After listening to all this, maybe somebody in Taliban will say, why spend so much money on weapons and fire at her or try to kill her for saying all these things when it's all going to turn into flower? Might as well just throw flowers at her, which just cost few cents. Then put weapons on her, which will cost such expensive money and will be such expensive gadgetry. You got it. That's all I want to tell. You got it. You know, I want to talk about this. I had put some uh, funny comic strip on Taliban, and I started getting some very strange messages on my Instagram, and the messages were from some ID. One of the ID was Ghost Jewels, and it said, we'd like to send you 3 pieces of jewelry to advertise it for us. While I'm still thinking about this, message and somebody wanting and asking me to do a advertisement and some send them wanting to send me some three pieces of jewelry. There was a report that a person has been decapitated by handlers connected to Taliban, and the cops came to know about it only because those handlers shared a video of decapitating with Taliban. And the report said that person was lured with the offer of promotion and advertising and free something. This is the Taliban style of functioning, and suddenly they have made it a new normal to be so extremely violent. And I'm angry with Muslims world over because somebody is supporting them and they are able to buy weaponry and do whatever they're doing in Afghanistan. If they were not supported, they wouldn't be in power. Muslims needs to world over own up their share of pain suffered by people of Afghanistan, men and women included, along with children and elderly. Suddenly, this world has accepted that as a new normal. It's not a new normal, and Taliban needs to go or mend its way and become as gentle as a flower. I give you some time, Taliban. I give you 6 months to mend your ways or step away. Go to a cave and live there. Because if you don't know somebody who holds a divine stature like me and is in an enlightened state as big as me, cannot be defeated, and I will win. You can read the link of that, how I explain it, in the description box. I speak straight to Taliban, and I say it because of my spiritual stature of Allah. And I am affected with what is happening to people of Afghanistan.